I really do appreciate the fact you're buying beer.
Yeah, it's no problem.
My change feels so wonderful, but my breath smells like my rear.
Ew, that's gross, Nancy.
So bartender, bring a picture.
Take your picture?
And some vodka too. I don't know why I get drunk and chew.
Get drunk and chew? Huh?
Why do I get drunk and chew?
Hey, your eyebrows look great, Nancy.
I just passed a little gas and cleared out the entire room.
Yeah.
You say my gangsters smell
Yeah,
weird.
they do.
Funny, I don't think that's true. Tell me why do I get drunk and chew?
Are you saying get drunk and chew?
All right, guys, so word on the Washington, D.C. streets is that Nancy Pelosi does not drink, okay, despite rumors that she is a drunk, okay? And with that being said, I just want to say I don't believe the Washington, D.C. streets when they say that Nancy Pelosi doesn't drink, because to me, that is the only reasonable explanation for some of her drunkish behavior, right, that she has displayed over the last few years.
Voting the day that we lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
But to be clear, you're not taking any arrows out of your quiver. You're not ruling anything out.
Good morning, Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. Good morning, Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take it.
Faced in Afghanistan, faced many dangers. One being stationed at bases breathing in toxic smoke from burn pits. Many of you have been there.
Okay, I believe that the woman definitely is an alcoholic. But again, according to the DC streets, that's not the case. But we seem to have some news that may indicate the contrary here, as the leader of the House is opening up an on-demand liquor store for Congress members to be able to drink on the job. Yes, the person, right, the leader of the House that allegedly is not an alcoholic, is opening up an on-demand liquor store in the House so that members of Congress can drink on the jobs, right? We're talking about policymakers. Yeah, so news like this, right, makes me believe that Nancy Pelosi is in fact a drunk alcoholic, right? And the reason why is because only a drunk would make a decision like this that would allow members of Congress, people who make decisions that have an effect on people's lives, to be drunk while making those decisions, okay? I got some questions about this, but let's read, because this is not just the only perk that members of Congress are getting. As again, Nancy Pelosi, House ramps up perks like Peloton liquor store while Americans scramble for baby formula. Again, not good optics here. Not good optics. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi belatedly jumped into America's baby formula crisis on Friday, calling national shortages unconscionable and setting an emergency vote next week. But while she tried to get Democrats caught up on a crisis that caught them by surprise, her administrative office was ramping up new perks for lawmakers. Okay, so I don't understand how this caught the Democrats by surprise, because apparently one of the main factories where they make Similac, the formula, got shut down in like February or something like that, right? And they have been working with the FDA on this basically ever since then, okay? So this is not a crisis that has caught anybody by surprise. It's just a crisis that the Democrats have seemed to ignore, or they did not prioritize, because, you know, Russia, and Ukraine is what we really need to be worried about, and white supremacy and all the other stuff the Democrats use to distract us on a daily basis. House members were alerted to two perks this week: compliments of the chamber's Democratic leadership, fully paid memberships to Peloton gyms, as well as a brand new liquor and drinks outlet. Okay, so these guys in Congress, right, they make almost $200,000 a year, and they're getting fully paid gym memberships, guys. Okay, I mean, we're talking about people who are in the top 5% in regards to income in this country. Okay, I think they get paid way too much, to be quite honest with you. But for whatever reason, Nancy Pelosi feels the need to add more to what they get, okay? And then they're getting free gym memberships, okay? Along with on-demand liquor and drinks, right? So let's read more here. Republicans immediately seized on the optics, saying doling out additional benefits to lawmakers while everyday Americans are struggling to fill gas tanks, grocery carts, or baby bottles was a bridge too far even for Washington. Well, I can say at the very least, this is bad optics, right? I mean, it is probably one of those things that, they're doing in the background or something like that. I mean, obviously, this is not legislation, so this is not a major legislative priority, but the optics of it is just terrible, okay, that they're allowing this to happen. Quote, Washington Dems couldn't be more out of touch. Representative Drew Ferguson of Georgia wrote as he tweeted out a new announcement of the House Chief Administrative Officer announcing a new House drink storefront in the Rayburn House office building where lawmakers and staff can buy beverages, wine, and liquor. Quote, whether you're hosting a meeting or an office event or just want to stock up on your favorite drinks, House Drink sells water, soda, juice, alcohol, and spirits. The announcement boasted 6, 12, and 24 packs are available depending on the drink. Wow, 24 packs, okay? These people gonna be drunk as hell while they voting, right? They're gonna be drunk as hell while they're making important decisions about this country, okay? I don't know who thought this was a good idea. Again, at the very least, the optics are very, very, very bad. Quote, Americans can't afford to buy groceries or put gas in their cars, and Nancy Pelosi decides now it is a good time to open up a congressional liquor store on Capitol Hill, he added. Also, by the way, I think this adds more credibility to Maddox and Cawthorn's story that these lawmakers be having coke and orgy parties, right? I mean, they've opened up, again, a liquor store on Capitol Hill, okay? They have on-demand liquor that can be ordered to congressional offices. What makes me think that they might not necessarily also have some other hardcore drugs in the mix, okay? This is just what they put out here in the open. So they probably got the weed man and the coke man on demand as well, right? I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised by anything at this point. Meanwhile, multiple members of Congress confirmed to Just the News that the chief administrative officer has also decided to provide all lawmakers, staff, and Capitol Police officers with free VIP memberships to Peloton gyms. An email obtained by Fox Business said the Premier Employee Benefit will provide employees with both Peloton All Access and a Peloton app membership at no monthly cost. The network said the deal involved a $10,000 upfront payment and $10 per month per staffer who used the perk. Peloton confirmed to Fox Business that the U.S. House of Representatives is extending Peloton corporate wellness to all House staff and Capitol Police. Again, I have no problem with encouraging people to be fit, okay? But these people make $200,000 a year almost, okay? I think they can pay for their own Peloton gym memberships. The new perks follow other benefits Congress has received and in some cases abused over the years, like a post office, a bank, and fat pensions. And they come after Pelosi has faced murmurs about multiple instances of being out of touch, including when she boasted about her expensive freezer filled with ice cream during the pandemic, a move some progressives claim hurt Democrat election chances. The gym deal resonated all the way to the campaign trail where Tennessee House candidate Robbie Starbuck decried Washington's tone deafness. Quote, mom and dads are going to 8 stores looking for a baby formula while paying for gas they can barely afford, but at least the Democrats are using our tax dollars to do Peloton, Starbucks tweeted. Disgusting. Yeah, I mean, again, at the very least, it's bad optics. And I think that a majority of people would agree that our elected representatives should not be drinking on the job, okay? I think that most people agree when you're trying to make decisions, right, that is going to impact people's lives, that are going to impact this country, you should be in a sober state of mind. I think that's a very reasonable thing. But again, according to Nancy Pelosi and her leadership, you don't necessarily need to be in a sober state of mind to make decisions. And they probably feel that way because they haven't been sober while making these decisions the whole time, which probably has contributed to why we're in this situation in the first place, okay? Why this country is seeming to be on the brink of collapse. So with that being said, here is the signs advertising the new liquor store, right? The new drinks on demand service that the house is getting, okay? In which apparently they say, please be prepared to show valid ID for alcoholic beverages. Wait, hold on. Ain't that racist? Isn't it racist to have to show an ID, right? According to Democrats. all the black Democrats should be complaining about this because they told us that having to show ID to do things is racist. Okay, so apparently the Democrats are racist for this, right? So yeah, again, regardless, I just think that this is bad optics. And as you can see here, this is the website that advertises the drinks on demand for Congress, in which they're, saying, hey, you can order by the case, you can get it sent to your office, blah, 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 blah. Again, they got a large selection here, okay? This is what they're doing, right? Democrats are getting drunk, probably Republicans too, while, we have an inflation crisis, a crime crisis, a border crisis, okay, gas crisis, energy crisis, baby formula crisis. We got crises everywhere, and the Democrats have decided, this is a good time to roll out house drinks, right? Drinks on demand for our politicians who have to make decisions on this stuff. So again, man, it's just another example of how out of touch a lot of these people in Washington, D.C. are. Nobody should be surprised by this. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.